Hello everyone. Hello, hi, welcome. Zijn jullie aan party aan het gedaan dan? Je mist dus een beetje genius. Je bent dan aan platforms. Die van Dark Souls. It's Saturday! Wow! It's very Saturday. I hope I didn't spike the mic. Is Ella? Is it you? Is it Air or Ella? I don't know. And I'm thank you for talking in. Dealin as well. Thank you for talking in. Happy to have you here. Star Knights as well. Thank you for dropping by. I am famous. Thank you for clocking in. I am Darren as well. Thank you for dropping in. Welcome to the stream. Scream! The stream scream. So I burned my tongue in some honey water just now. Hey day! Hey there! How you doing? Welcome! Welcome! How you doing? Hello! I'm so ready for Disco Elysium. I love Disco too. I feel like I might be having some connection issues with my camera though. We'll see what happens. But this is not the ideal solution. But I can't actually transmit VC face data via USB because if I do that via USB, the phone will discharge. It will run out of battery. It will run out of juice, which is very unfortunate. I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna have to charge the phone while I'm sending data with Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not very good. I'm kind of far away from the modem. I must say he's trying to triangulate your location for not paying attention. I'm peeing my Texas. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Stream is over. I'm ending the stream. I'm looking catching Disco Fever. Disco Stew. Disco Stew is like one of my most favorite throwaway gag characters that became a thing in Simpsons. Shark! I just opened YouTube and immediately the first thing that showed up to me was Gargara's debut stream from 2 years ago. Rate the stream! Zoolander and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Why am I getting all these really weird recommendations? The Grinch song uncensored by Brutal. Joel Heather! Yes, so I actually finally updated my YouTube account, so we're not gonna actually go in and watch any of my old VODs because it's very embarrassing. But I'm gonna link it, so I'm gonna go Latanya. Latanya VT VODs. There's so many videos, oh my god! Ta-da! There's so many of them! However, they're not really in chronological order, so I actually made a playlist as well. I made 0 playlists, one for each month. Deagledon can add a gremlin! Classic Deagledon! Give me a second. Doink. 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 I love it, she's just hanging on. I was like, oh my god. Hi, Cloth! Welcome! Hold on, sacrifice, hold on. Actually, this time the blood sacrifice is gonna be for something else. It's gonna be for them losing power. I guess. And add a gremlin. Okay, hold on, another one. It's like a keyboard shortcut for having a gremlin without having to open these menus. She's not going away. Oh my god. How you doing? How you doing? So, I was up pretty late yesterday, so I overslept just up until 11. We were watching some anime on my Discord, some of you were showing up there as well. We're watching some really classic shows as well. We're watching Lane, Serial Experimental Lane, which is pretty cool. Hi, Happy Jalapeno! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. This is definitely a stream you can catch early enough. I usually stream midday on Saturdays because streaming in the evening on Saturdays is kind of not good because there's a lot of people streaming at the time, and I want to be a viewer as well. I don't just want to be a VTuber. But we're watching Lane, we were watching Rose the Maiden, the original. We were watching Haiba no Renmei, and we watched Haruhi as well. The Melancholy Life of Haruhi Suzumiya, or the sexual harassment of Haruhi Suzumiya. The first episode is insanely weird to watch when you're an adult. You go like, this is not legal! She's 15 years old! It's horrible. Imagine running around in a bunny outfit in the middle of a fucking neighborhood in the middle of the day, just handing out flyers. That's horrible! How the hell did you watch anime for 12 hours? Not for 12 hours, only for like 3 or 4 hours. 12 hours! The honeywood is actually really good. I'm a huge fan of it. So, I'm just gonna have to tell a little story. During my very first birthday stream, I had a lot of karaoke, and that stream I actually did platinum disco at the end of it, which is one of my favorite songs from Monogatari. The problem is that Sony's really horny on banning any video that has the music from that one. She's not normal! She's not normal! She's weird! She's the original normie hater. So, that video never got uploaded anywhere because it had that song in it. So, last year's birthday video, we watched it together. We watched the Platinum Disco, and that video as well got flagged by YouTube. It's a 6-hour VOD, so I had to go into what's it called, Sony Vegas or Vegas, and I had to remove that song. But apparently I missed 10 seconds of it, which did not get flagged originally. These 10 seconds did not get flagged in the original version. So I'm having some connection issues. I'm gonna try to connect my phone to the PC. I don't know if I can do hold on. I'm gonna see if I can do non-Wi-Fi transmission here. Hold on. Settings. This is really interesting. Nope. So basically, I had to it took 6 hours to re-render the VOD, and it took a long time to upload it, and then it was like, well, no, these 10 seconds are actually from this song, so this video will be blocked in 180 different countries. Hi, Gondola! How you doing? Welcome to the stream! It's everyone's favorite weird little brown bear. How you doing? Welcome to the stream! Bah, 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 bah. So, I uploaded the VOD. I got the fucking... No, sorry, this video is blocked because you have 10 seconds of this song's karaoke version. So well, the birthday VOD is gonna come up later. I love that so much. Pog. It's really cute. It's really cute. The tiny mouth. It's so cute. Now, however, Ganola, you're gonna have to reveal to the class, is that actually based on some kind of bear you might have seen before? Some kind of Japanese bear called Kuma, which might have had a kind of a translation issue coming to the West, which might have gotten certain connotations. Just got off work. Just got off at work. Nice. Who did you get off with? Despair. So the birthday VOD is going to be a little bit delayed because I'm going to have to edit it one more time, and it's going to take like 12 hours to get it all uploaded. Because I'm going to have to download, I'm going to have to open the VOD, I'm going to have to wait until Vegas renders it for itself, I'm going to have to remove the 10 seconds, and then I'm going to have to re-render the video, and then I'm going to re-upload it again. I'm actually comfortable using Adobe Premiere now. However, Adobe Premiere is kind of still, I don't want to use it because it has so many features. It's a lot easier for me to work with Vegas, to be honest. Even though I was doing a lot of editing in Premiere, when I was doing clips and stuff for other people during the summer of 2022. I don't know if you recall, but I actually did edit some videos for Nina, as well as some other like Sora as well, and for a bunch of different users. It was really fun. Premiere is my soul, but it's so useful. Premiere is really useful. Has a lot of really cool features, but Vegas is a lot easier to work with. I think Vegas is my go-to tool. I'm just looking at the thumbnail for September 2022. And it's me and Ray, and Ray's super tiny. It's like the size of a baby. Vegas actually doesn't crash quite as much as it used to. Haruki Zero! Hello! How you doing? Welcome! How you doing? But Vegas doesn't crash as much as it used to. Waiting for the melatonin to kick in, been too busy lately to catch. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ponders. Oh, I love that one so much. She's so funny. So if I'm clear with her a lot bit, but I've been having some issues. I've been using a medical nose spray because I have really shitty sinuses. So the plus side is that I don't get a cold anymore, but the downside is that I get a lot of nosebleeds. So my throat gets really dry when I'm sleeping. I think the worst thing with edition software is the crashing corrupted. I don't know how these haven't been dealt with yet. I assume you mean editing software, and I agree with you. Like Blender is notoriously bad at this one. I was trying to render my donut, or just look at my donut, and Blender just crashed. No warning or anything, just stopped working. Pop! Pop! Yes. Lemon. Lemon. I think it's because of the kind of what you're rendering. Because I was using the render in viewport, and the actual what was it called? The rendering software, the rendering codec or something. That one made my computer crash immediately. Photoshop and Premiere Pro absolutely self-destructs, but it actually doesn't happen with me a lot. I think it might be related to what kind of graphics card you're using, or how many Control Z's you can use. Because I know that's a big thing with Blender, that if you do a lot of Control Z, it will actually crash for you. I don't know what that means. Actually, I'm very bad on certain hardware. Okay, so far I'm gonna stop playing the devil's advocate for Adobe. Maybe it's just the software is just garbage. Let's just consider the fact that the software might actually just be garbage. I was gonna show everyone something, but I forgot what it was, so it can't be that important. But I haven't actually, you know what we should do? We should watch Winter 2023 anime schedule. My anime list. Thumbnail one, right? That's the one, you're right. So I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna see if there's any cool anime coming this season. I don't think there's gonna be any because it feels like a really bad season, to be honest. I was watching a little bit before. So here we go. We had the Vinland Saga season 2. All the season 2s are just gonna get rid of because I haven't seen the first season, so I'm gonna go with everything that's not season 2. What the fuck is this? Second season. I like second season as well. Fourth season, second season. Niratomata. Hi, Daryl. Welcome to Baka. The Negatory season tomorrow. I really need to watch the first season, to be honest. I haven't seen it. So I think this might be season 1. Niratomata version 1.1. Tomo-chan wa Nanako. I think it's season 1. I used to study Japanese reading this manga online. I actually still have my 2D as well. This was made for me by Nonbrow, very based person who based this on my light 2D design. But I use my light 2D when the games are a little bit demanding on my CPU or my GPU, so I have to sometimes change between the models. I like to use the light 2D version as well. I use that one for ASMR. He's been handing out the rights of the Mirror franchise to every single person asks just to get more money for the next installment. It's kind of funny, actually. I remember how they released 2 versions of Nier. The first one, where you could play as the bro or the dad. It's pretty cool. But Tomo-chan wa Nanako, I think, is the first season. Season 2. Spy Kyoshitsu. Sorry, I had to cough. After a gruesome war wreaked havoc in the general populace, the government of the world turned to more elusive tactics to further their agenda. War fought in the shadows. Lily, a beautiful girl with white locks, is a student in one of the many institutions that train youth into becoming capable spies. Unfortunately, despite scoring well in the written exams, she only manages to barely pass her practicals. This is near Rainbow Six. What? That's crazy. Unfortunately, despite scoring well in written exams, she only manages to barely pass her practicals. With no real world skills to speak of, her hopes of graduating are dismal until she's offered an opportunity to join the mysterious team Tomoshibi and partake in an impossible mission. Impassable or impostable. Excited by the prospect of working with the elite, Lily enthusiastically accepts. However, she's struck dumb when she arrives at Kagero Palace, and the true purpose of Tomoshibi in this hopeless situation comes into light. Joined by other problematic female spies along with a mysterious young man spearheading the operation, Lily realizes that this is not the ideal escapade she picked. It doesn't tell me anything! I think Kyoshitsu actually means butler, if I'm not mistaken. Kyoshitsu. An incredibly weird and vague description of what's gonna happen. I'm gonna bet this is not gonna be a great one. It's gonna be more like a harem series. 単純に出会いは求めるのは間違っているだろうか Second part お隣の天使様にいつの間にか生人間に So, after catching a cold by giving his only umbrella to a girl sitting in the rain, Amane Fujimiya only expects her to eventually return it. However, Mahito Shina, the angel of Amane's school and his neighbor, instead gives him a lot more than that. Instead of just the umbrella, she insists on returning the favor by helping him recover from his cold. Blah 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 blah. Hi Luffy, hi Hardcore Hunter, how you doing? Japan butlers, they just love Western. They're Westaboos, basically. Instead of just the umbrella, she insists on returning the favor by helping him recover from his cold. However, she's oblivious to the battlefield is Amane's apartment. The only word Mahito finds from her mouth to describe the chaos is unsightly, but despite her unsympathetic description, Mahito proceeds to help the hopeless Amane. Why can't they just make a title that's 2 words? Oh my god! Otonari no Tenshi-sama has a neighbor, this angel next door. It's going really well, thank you, Luffy. I'm doing well. It's the manicam, so always taking care of this with this human. Alright, so follow Samane as he's taken care of by Mahito, who attends to various chores, from cleaning his apartment to cooking dinner. Is there anything that the angel can't do? There is an office worker who belongs to races of supernatural beings. Cause you had a gremlin! Keep adding a gremlin! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Gremlin, 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 gremlin. Boink! Boink! Ta-da! Hi, Ray! Oh my god, hi! How you doing? Let me show you something. Something really funny. Hold on. Bum 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 bum. No! No! It's the wrong channel. Hold on. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm making piss. I'm doing okay. You getting better? It's the wrong channel. I'm sorry. That was my... No, hold on. Hold on. I wasn't gonna show you that. Hold on. I don't think it... I hope it really doesn't show any... Actually, didn't show anything too yabai. It's fine. Actually, nothing to write home about. This is my channel control. Alright, so let's see here. We're gonna go to YouTube. I'm gonna open up Litania VT VOD. There we go. What? Huh? Oh no! Thank. There we go. has something in my hair. I don't believe that's true. Let me just do some stretching. Thank you. So, hold on. Look at that tiny worry. Oh my god. Ah! It's out! It's fine. I actually looked up what I was showing and I wasn't showing anything important. Don't worry. So, look at tiny Ray's here. Baby sized. Dum 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 bum. Just subscribing to a bunch of VTubers. So tiny. Look at this picture. Oh my god, November. Just getting hit by a bear. Oh my god. I love it. Blink. Okay, there we go. So, these supernatural beings with strange powers. Whenever he's in a deep concentration, he subconsciously punches his poor co-workers into a close rendition of the Arctic. What? In a close rendition of the Arctic. Even so contrary to his icy powers, he was a warm and kind person who likes flowers and cats while they can't get too close either. Hi, monkey. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. She's going through the animes of the season. Humor has a soft spot for his colleague Fuyutsuki, a calm woman who has a knack for providing simple solutions to his unconventional problems. Whenever Fuyutsuki does something for him, it's no storm of emotions build up inside him. I'm gonna watch this one. High school student Yunta Shiraishi has a simple goal to live a fulfilling youth. However, achieving this goal appears to be harder than expected, as everyone in his surrounding often fails to notice him due to his lack of presence. She looks just like me. In fact, she's lack of presence so severe that people think his seat is empty. Because it was empty and mistakenly assume that he often skips. That is unbelievably. That does not happen. There's even a weird rumor spreading around in class claiming that those who successfully spot Shiraishi will be blessed with good fortune by the day. So far, the only person who knows his existence is Nagisa Kubo, the girl seated next to him. Unfortunately for him, though, Kubo likes to tease him on a daily basis and often puts him into unprecedented and nerve-wracking situations. However, as Kubo's playful antics continue to involve the reluctant Shiraishi, he may soon discover that his youth might not be as boring as... Oh my god, wow, he's a ghost! Just... Oh my god, there's way too many! There's way too many shows this season! I like this one. I have no idea what this is. Let's watch Nagatoro 2. Season 2? Moipon. This is about Yudo, I think. Third season. Taken over minus 7 entertainment tower bubble. New hope found by those who have lost the joy of light as humanity's activities are restricted due to the large-scale climate change caused by the expanded sun. The anime depicts unique units and characters fighting for the top of bubble, pursuing emotions that move people and androids through performance. Sounds kinda cool. Hikari no takes place in the aftermath of humanity's last war. The world is enveloped with a black force and people have become infected with a pathogen that causes them to burst into flame in the presence of natural fire. Yeah, people tend to actually catch on fire when they're exposed to fire. The only safe source of fire can be obtained by hunting black beasts, flame spirits which reside deep in the forest. Among the fire hunters, rumors that the king of fire hunters began spreading recently. An individual who would be able to harvest the man-made star, the Millennium Comet that once wandered the void. The story revolves around Toko, a village-raised girl, and Koshi, a former student in the capital. The encounter between the two, who are not supposed to cross paths, will change the fate of the world. Has a very old one human error. Incidentally, has character design by the same character designer who did Lane and Haiba Remi. Nokemono Tachi no Yoru. Hysteria is an orphan girl living in the corner of the British Empire at the end of the 19th century. Her life is desolate and bleak until she encounters Marbas, a powerful but equally lonely immortal being with a fairy appearance. Hounded by hunters, together Hysteria and Marbas roam. I think Marbas is one of the demons from the Lesser Key of Solomon, by the way. Together with Syria and Marbas roam the empire populated by humans and human-like beasts, in search of a place where they can live together in peace. Anthropomorphic? Nice. And this is about vampires, Kyuketsuki, Sugushinu. I haven't seen the first season. This is hard. Mononogatari. Tsukumonogatari spirits of Maribito can possess objects of considerable age and gain physical form just like my katana, Chigiri, which was 99 years old and then someone threw it in a river, which really pissed him off. Although he's part of this Saitama clan that is in charge of peacefully sending them back to their own world, Yoma Kunata despises them because one took away what was very precious to him. In order to cure him of his loathing, Yoma's grandfather sends him to live with Wotan Nagatsuki, a girl who is the master of six friendly Tsukumogami, and lives with them as family. Sounds kinda cool, actually. I'm a Julian for making that popular. I'm sorry my taste is based. There aren't any recent shows that deal with a similar topic. I read the visual novel, the manga, watch the anime regularly. It's very good, actually. I really enjoy Welcome to the NHK. It's about, schizos. Yeah, Japan likes to shove Hebrew myth names in their shows because they sound cool. Hey, Skorpan! Are you a fan of, Bröderna Lejonhjärta? Skorpan? Har du gått med te? Kan jag äta det med te? Skorpan means hard cake, I think. Hard tack in Swedish. Let's see here. The Legends of Heroes, Sen no Kiseki, Northern War. However, was born in Northumbria, the poorest region in the northwestern Zemuria. She enlisted in the Northern Jaegers, the largest in the continent, to protect her hometown and distinguish herself from her grandfather Vlad, who was once a hero but betrayed Northumbria. Her devotion to her mission often earned her violations of regulations, and one day she is ordered to assemble a platoon with Martin, Isiri, and Talion for an impossible spy mission to Erebonia to get— There's so many names! Erebonia to gather information on the Imperial hero, quotation marks, a mysterious threat to Northumbria. Crunchyroll. This is military, I'm gonna check this one out. Rogo ni sonaite isekai de hachiman mai no kinko. Make your names short, for fuck's sake, Japan! Come on! One day Mitsuha falls off a cliff and is transported to— He's the guy! Transported to medieval Europe-type world. After a near-death encounter with a pack of wolves, she then realizes she's able to transport between two worlds, this one on her own. Taking advantage of this ability, Mitsuha decides to live in both worlds and calculates she'll need 80,000 gold coins to be able to retire. Mitsuha now has to come up with different ways to collect what? That's actually really funny. I want to check this one out. 80,000 gold coins. Let's see here. Ars no Kyoju. The great beast created the land, but humans stole it. Angered, the beast began eating humans, who in turn call upon the gods to fight the beasts. In the age of the sword heroes in mythology, giant beasts are hunted by humans for profit. Jiro, who makes his living hunting beasts, encounters Kumi, who is being chased by someone, and in that moment decides to save her. As rumors spread regarding humanity and the mysterious experiment, together they seek to discover the world's secret. So there's High Dive. There's so many enemies, oh my god! A lot of original series though this season. Sounds like Monster Hunter, yes. Oyukumi no Kaina. Well blanketed in endless and ever-growing oceans of snow, the people eat out a living either huddled around the roots of enormous trees dotting the surface or high in the canopy which spreads over the planet's atmosphere. A chance meeting between Kaina, a youth from the canopy, and Lilia, a young woman from the surface, sets off a chain of events that will change— I just realized I forgot to take my medicines. I'll be right back, sorry. Here we go. I'm back again. I forgot to take my medicine, but I'm back. Here we go. It's gonna turn around a little bit. Moink. And then put the series here. Okay, so let's continue. Where were we? A transmeeting between Kaina, a youth from the canopy, and Lily, a young woman from the surfaces of a chain of events that will change the fate of the world. Tells me nothing. Tells me absolutely nothing. There we go. And after her mother passes away, Anne decides to become a silver sugar master. Like her mother, a highly regarded occupation in the country of Highland, where very few masters of the craft exist. Anne leaves for the town of Elysium, where the royal family holds a sugar sculpture festival. To become a silver sugar master, she has to win the top spot and receive royal medal. In this world, humans treat fairies as slaves and take one of the— What? That escalated quickly! In this world, the humans treat fairies as slaves and take one of their wings to control them. Anne reluctantly buys a fairy named Shal to be a bodyguard on her way to Livingston. Anne is torn between setting Shal free but needing a bodyguard on the dangerous road to the festival. I would actually watch this one because it sounds really nice. Like sugar artwork and slavery. It's a really good combination. What do you mean you wish to stream? Shut up! Shut up! Hi, human error, by the way. Boink, boink, boink. That's it. Oh my god, Farion! How you doing? Welcome! How long before you become a vampire? The payment plan is actually 2.5 years. So in 2.5 years of small incremental payments, you will be able to become a vampire. Of course, you will become a low-tier vampire, so you're gonna have to become a vampire servant for a little while, and then you'll be able to form your own community later on. So then Tsunagari no Isha. Protagonist Minato Narimiya has reignited his passion for Kyoto, the Japanese martial arts of Kyoto! Nice! It's because skeleton there's no hierarchy, it's because they're all boned! I cut myself in my nail! The protagonist Minato Narimiya has reignited his passion for Kyoto, the Japanese martial arts of archery. Along with his friends in the school Kyoto Club, he returns for an all-new second season. Shut up! Number 2 seasons. The Dark Soldier Daryl, 30 years old. Dark Soldier Daryl, 30 years old, who can't use magic despite being in the Demon Lord's army, was fired for his lack of capacity. Having been raised by the previous Demon Lord himself, he finds that his adopted brother, the new Demon Lord, has little use of him. However, after rescuing a village girl from a forest monster, Daryl is invited into her village and starts realizing that he may be considerably more powerful than he thought. It's kind of cool. Feels bad, man. Ayakashi Triangle. Matsuri Kazumaki and Suzu Kaneda are childhood friends, bonded by their shared ability to see Ayakashi yokai in search of a life force to devour. However, in high school, their relationship deteriorates. As Suzu's one-sided feelings are growing, so is the difference in their Ayakashi views. Matsuri considers all Ayakashi a threat to his friends, while Suzu is an Ayakashi medium, someone who exudes a significant amount of life force compared to the average human, and loves them all despite the risk. When the two stumble upon a talking white cat, I knew. It's a lot to take in. When the two stumble upon a talking white cat named Shirogane, they are unaware that it is a 400-year-old Ayakashi known as the King of Ayakashi. He is hellbent on gaining even more power by devouring Suzu, but as Matsuri swoops in to try and save her by stealing Shirogane's powers, the Ayakashi uses the jutsu to turn him into a girl instead. What? This story is just going crazy. Mr. vows to protect Suzu from further harm as her best friend, but he must learn how to act like a girl until his grandfather, a famous wind jutsu exorcist ninja. What is this? What is this anime? A famous wind jutsu exorcist ninja can undo the jutsu. Meanwhile, Suzu must work out her romantic feeling for Matsuri now that he's no longer a boy. When Matsuri takes the king as his pet, the future of the two friends becomes uncertain. What is this series? I think I should triangle. Yeah, alright. Okay, cool. Tana must kill the Isekai Horomeshi. Along with 3 older heroes, 27-year-old Mukora Tsuyoshi is transported into a fantasy world to rescue a kingdom from a mysterious threat. However, it soon becomes clear that Tsuyoshi has been dragged into summoning a ritual by accident. His only skill turns out to be food menu, which allows him to open an interface where he can purchase and obtain food-related supermarket items from the modern world. Oh my god, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for ideas now. Unceremoniously booted out of the palace, Tsuyoshi sets out on his own into his new world. However, his ability to create delicious dishes unknown to this world soon pays dividends, even attracting the legendary wolf Fenrir. Fenrir is so taken in by the food that the creature immediately forms a contract with Tsuyoshi, becoming his familiar. Followed by this whimsical mythical being, Tsuyoshi takes up a job as a merchant and adventurer, traveling and cooking up mouth-watering meals that never fail to amaze the inhabitants of the world. Thank you, the last sacrifice video. Thank you. The Great Ceremony! Thank you so much for the follow! Welcome to the Vampire family. I'm the Tanya Party of Yatki de Beladan. You must so much Venus if you're my little performance to do your Dark Souls. Thank you for the follow. Happy 2023 to you as well. I'm doing really good today. I'm going to be playing some Disco Elysium soon. We're going to go through the seasonal animes now. I'm going to actually set up like a viewing schedule on my Discord so we can watch the new episodes of the series we want to watch together on my Discord. That would be cool. Saikyo Onmyoi no Isekai Tenseiki. After the betrayal of his companions, Haruyoshi, the strongest diviner, was on the verge of dying. Hoping to be happy in the next life, he attempted the secret reincarnation technique and was sent to a different world. Born to a family of magicians, the magic he didn't inherit paled in comparison to his previous abilities as Onmyoji. Having his magic, I'll survive in this world with my own techniques. Thank you! I'm glad you enjoyed my look. Thank you so much, Mama. Hello. How you doing? Thank you. We're almost done with this list here. I'm gonna keep watching some more. Molly Isekai, where retail workers is guiding to being a slave for a wealthy shop owner. That's too close to reality. Let's see here. We were at the Revenger. As a master assassin, Su Yuan looks into a series of assassinations made on the Grand Samurai clan, the Satsuma. He encounters Kurima Raizo, a member and survivor of one of the attacks. Together they discover the true nature of these murders is bigger than overstolen resources. As you get closer to the truth, will he come out alive to exact revenge? Historical samurai anime! Yes, nice. Very nice, very pog. Benia Saito-san is a Kainiku. Saito is an ordinary handyman and gets transported to another world, where his skills are very useful. He starts to really understand what it means when to be needed. That's kind of nice, though. Hi, Adrian! Stinky, you're stinky! You're stinky! Stop showing off your booty! Yobu wo kiwameru tame tenseisu, soshite sekai saikyo no something. From his deathbed, Hero King Inglis, the divine knight and master of all he surveys, gazes down on the empire he built with his mighty hand. Having devoted his life to statecraft and Misagi's well-being, his one unfulfilled wish is to live again for himself this time. A warrior's life he devoted himself to before his rise to power. His patron goddess Elysium hears his plea and smiles upon him, flinging his soul into the far future. Goddesses works in mysterious ways. Not only is Inglis now the daughter of a minor noble family, but at her first coming-of-age ceremony at 6, she's found ineligible to begin her knighthood. However, for a lady of Inglis's ambitions, this is less of a setback and more the challenge she was reborn to overcome. It's not the blood that runs through your veins that makes a knight, it's the blood you shed on the battlefield. The current is rising off the legend of an extraordinary lady squire reborn to master the blade. That's kind of cool. There's a lot of reincarnation series this season. On the outside, Ultimate Villain is Selot. Liselot! Oh my god, it's a Swedish name! Well, you know that I'm a 22-year-old and my birthday is the 9th of August. It's cool. It's really nice. Hope you're having a good year. You're turning 23 in August then. Does that make you a lion? I think that might make you a lion. Hold on. Yep, you're a lion! Oh, that's nice. So, soon as I 役例をリセロットの秘境のエンド君と解説の something. On the outside, Ultimate Villainess Liselot seems foul in every way, a purely evil character. However, as revealed in her diary, she was always hiding both her pain and her true feelings for Prince Sigurd. What she keeps is locked away, and an evil witch ultimately possesses her, leading to her demise. A tragic end for the Tsundere Villainess. This is how the story always goes and encoded into the game Magikoi. Broadcasting club member Sato Endo and Shihono Kobayashi decides to play this game. In another universe, Prince Seawood hears their voices believing it to be divine revelations from a god and goddess. These voices clue him into something he never noticed before, and Lisa is actually overwhelmingly adorable. There are no resets in this game. There are no resets in this game, and just one chance to change the future for the ill-fated villainess. In years to come, there we go. Oh no. Boink, boink. In years to come, these two entities who would guide the country to prosperity and greatness would be known as Play-by-Play Endo and the color commentator Kobayashi. What the hell is this? Buddy daddies. Assassins Kazuki Kurusu and Rei Suamiri, a girl looking for a father on Christmas Day. Kazuki and Rei Miri unexpectedly end up living together. Follow Kazuki Kurusa, a criminal contractor coordinator who lives with his best friend Rei Sua, a professional assassin who's been raised from childhood to be a contract killer. Kazuki is outgoing and loves gambling and women, while Rei is a man of few words who spends his off time playing video games. One day, the two buddies end up caring for Miri Unosaka, a 4-year-old girl whose father is a mafia boss, after Miri accidentally wanders into a firefight in a hotel while looking for a father. What? Shinshinkan no mi, shiranai-uchi no kachigumi insei. Second season, never mind. Yoki no Maitsushi ga sekai wo suberu. Everyone knows that the most powerful soul is the isolated magician who led the country to victory 3 years ago, but few know his true name, Ray White. After weathering through a bloody war, Ray enrolls at Arnold Academy, ready to experience a normal life, a luxury he never had. To further this goal, he keeps his identity as the isolated magician a secret. The scars of the past still haunting him to this very day. Despite being ostracized for being a commoner, Ray befriends his prideful yet kind Amelia Rose, the muscle brain at Evie Armstrong, and the shy and bookish Elisa. However, conspiracies lurking in the academy walls, and Ray is tasked with hunting down a spy whose motives remain unclear. To protect his newfound friend and the people he holds dear, Ray will do whatever it takes, even if it means confronting his past. Dragon Stampede! Nice! Not a lot of information in this one. Oni-chan no Shimai. Mahiro Oyama was just a normal erotic game-loving dude until he wakes up one morning as a woman. Turns out his mad scientist little sister Mihari tried out one of her new experiments on him, with a disastrous outcome as far as Mahiro is concerned. But Mihari is as determined to study him as he is determined to go back to his shut-in, game-playing life, and one thing's for sure, life is going to get a whole lot weirder from here on out. I think I saw the first episode and this one is kind of weird. Having died of sickness at the age of 39, Machio Hiraku is given the opportunity to go to another world. When asked what his wish is by God intended to give him strength, it requests to have a healthy body, offered a second wish, and he chooses to live peacefully, a third wish to be able to know local language, and for a final wish to be able to be a farmer. Nice! Harem. Of course. Despite her supposed ineptitude with regular magic, Princess Anisphia defies serious Decritus expectations by developing magicology, a unique magic theory based on memories from her past life. One day she witnesses the brilliant noblewoman Euphilia unjustly stripped of her title as the kingdom's next monarch. That's when Anisphia concocts a plan to help Euphilia regain her good name, which somehow involves them living together and researching magic. Little do these two ladies know, however, that their chance encounter will alter not only their own future, but those of the kingdom and the entire world. Reincarnation again! I think this is... 犬になったら好きな人に拾われた. I've heard things about this one. They say every dog has his day. That's especially true for our protagonist who has just turned into a dog and now lives every day under the care of his crush Inkai-san. She happily dotes on her new companion, and while he wants to return to human form someday, there's something wonderful about being cared for by the person he loves. Second season. The story begins with Nick, an experienced adventurer whose party is led by his mentor and father figure Argus. Following the completion of the latest job, Nick discovers a chunk of the money has gone missing and realizes one of the party members is the culprit. To his surprise, Argus forgives the members and instead expels Nick after being accused of also investing funds. One night, after several weeks in a downward spiral, Nick ends up in a local tavern where fate leads him to meeting 3 fellow adventurers. After a night of drinking, the 4 bond over their own betrayals and their destroyed ability to trust anyone. This is when Nick hatches on the idea for the form to form a party. Thus, the story begins with a party of adventurers united in their belief that humans are bastards and decide to make some honest coin. I want to see this one. That sounds funny. I think this is the second season as well. I know we watched this one, so now we caught up. There seems to be quite a few series that I want to check out. We have to watch Negatora-san, first season first, so we're not going to watch this one. Bungo Stray Dogs is season 4. 痛いのは嫌なので防御力に曲振りしたいと思います。This is season 2 as well. Near Automata, I want to check this one out. I want to check Tomo-chan. Tomo-chan is really funny actually. I was reading it online when I was studying Japanese. Spy Kyoshitsu. I'm not going to check this one out, maybe. At least one episode. I don't feel like I want to watch this one. I want to check out this one. クヨリ属性男子とクールな同僚女子。Kumu-san. I don't want to watch this one. This guy's a ghost. It's a little bit too on the nose. I want to watch this one. Check this one out. 人間不信の冒険者たちが世界を救うようです。I don't want to watch this one because I've seen some. I've heard and seen some stuff about this one. I want to check Girls Love. I want to check out this one. Nombiri Noka. I want to check out this one as well. Trying it, I'm going to check out. Not so sure about this one. 表現の毎日が世界を滑る Maybe Buddy Daddies. Maybe this one I like. Spy X Family was pretty cool. No. I don't know. I don't really know. A lot of these seem kind of interesting. We should make a list on Discord. We'll make a list on Discord and people can vote for what we're watching together. And we'll watch the season's anime together. Like twice a month, I think. Would be cool. Or maybe once a week, maybe. Depends on how much free time I have. But there's so many. Oh my god. So let's see here. We've been going for 51 minutes. Oh my god. I have to go to the game now. So I'm gonna start Disco Elysium. Hold on. Boink. Can you guys hear me? Is the audio working well? Is the audio good? I'm gonna go to options. Hold on. Boink. Nice. Hold on. No! Come on. Boink. Boink. doesn't want to work. Come on. Come on. Stupid Disco Elysium. Oof. Boom, boom, boom. Do, no, no. Yum, mum, 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 mum. Yum, mum, mum. No, 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 no. I've played it before, actually. I finished it twice, so this is I'm just showing to my my viewers basically. Connection established. Nice. Here we go. So, boink. I think the last thing we did was how to find some smokes. This is a very important mission we have. We had to enter the Wild Plants representative into the Union boss. There's so many people have to be interviewed in this game. We have, however, looked through the corpse. This bull is worthy of a real man. Hungry too tiny forces to crack the payment like an eggshell. Maybe a sea monster. Maybe a sea monster did this in the plaza.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
Hi, Blove! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dum 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 doo doo doo. So basically, now we have to gather some recyclables so we can get some money so we can buy cigarettes in this game. Because we're a hobo cop, so we make more money. Speech and Kuno leaving station. Boink.
The trash container. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy
Hi, Sarah!
cartons,
How you
dirty
doing? Welcome
rags,
to the
and
stream.
organic waste. The container sounds.
I think we already looked through this one before, so I'm gonna skip it. We really need a lot of money because I want to buy cigarettes. We really need cigarettes. Some more of them. Giving us fucking electricity. Giving us a little bit of a bastard. I think we managed to find a bullet in the corpse. It was pretty cool. So it has some cans here. So this is basically how we're gonna pay for the night. I think actually this is what we're doing. We're paying for the night first, and then we have to buy some cigarettes as well. I think this is more important. We have to get some money, and see here we can go it's 6:50 in the evening. So, hi Sergey, welcome to the stream. What are you doing? Here's this where we're going through the seasonal animes, and there's quite a few I want to see. There's quite a few I don't want to see as well. There's a lot of reincarnation. I think this is just a sign of the times we're living in. People just can't deal with the fact that we are living in a horrible society. What's this? We got the orange bum hat. Nice! Boink! Nice! How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Arms are sore from biceps and triceps, but feeling light. That's good. It's really good to be working out, taking care of your body. I'm actually going to start using my ring fit again because I used a lot of ring fit in 2021 and 2022 or 2020, but I stopped using it in 2022 for some reason. So I think I started using the boxing game for what's it called? for the Switch, which is really bad. The boxing game is actually not very good because you have to do. There's only gyros in the gyros, only gyros in the controllers for the Switch. So, for them to realize that you are, for them to realize that you're ducking, you have to be very very forceful in your ducking. Ghetto! Ghetto! Thank you so much for the. Oh my God! Thank you for resubbing. How you doing, sweetheart? It's been 6 months already. That's kind of crazy. Thank you so much for the resub. You're doing well. We tried to throw a ball.
Stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Kim, look, bullet holes.
Where?
Someone's been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are
It's
all.
been a long. Thank you so much, Ghetto. What do you mean old? What do you mean
These
old?
bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
Okay, well, can you tell me about this revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Here we
How
go.
you doing? How's everyone doing? Boink, boink, boink. If you want to go crazy, by the way, we don't have any mods right now.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace.
You vibing?
But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition. Even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups.
Coach Physical Instruments, does that mean you'll call me a maggot and a nasty boy to motivate me?
Does a master swordsman insult his own blade? No. I'm going to turn you into an athletic benchmark, you big pussy.
Yes, sir! Force me into organic steel, coach!
It's going to take blood, sweat,
Piss!
and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy,
Wait,
you'll
white
be a
piss!
master athlete. When a
White
man
piss!
sets his
How would I
mind
for
and
Kim as
body
well?
on
Kim is
something and gives his
precious. I love Kim.
110%, he is
He might be a little
sometimes
bit
going to
disappointed with me
piss
because I
himself.
punched Kuno.
It just
But in my
happens.
defense, I punched Kuno because he was
No
being a
shame
little
in
bit of a
that.
cunt. Let's do this, coach. I'm with you.
Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana. The Homo athleticus.
The Homo Athleticus. I love it. It's very cool. A Hobocop and Volmatic Shit Compressor. Coach Physical Instruments. The Volmatic Shit Compressor I don't think we need to have. So I'm gonna forget about this one. I cannot. Okay, cool. I have to unlock a new one. -2 encyclopedia. The whole game is pretty much the whole game is voice acted. This is the complete edition, or the one that like the final edition. And actually, if you own the original game, you can get this version for free. It's really, really good. And the voice acting is amazing. Although the original Kuno voice actor is a little bit better. I like the original Kuno more than this one. Money! I want the money! Give me the money! Fritte. Let's go talk to all these dock workers. We're gonna have something. We're gonna know something.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The mad yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loud as the law, and all these screech for a man his size. I'm the law.
Hold up and stay
I am the law.
frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's full head taller than everybody else here.
You
Yeah,
here
it's
to
really
fuck
good when
with
his voice
us.
acted.
Beat the honest worker down.
Yes. No, why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause.
Betsy
Fight
Doris,
some
hi.
problems with people who have causes.
Thank you. Very cool. Thank you very much. Here to fight for a cause, tries to share their problems with people who have causes. Oh, then yes.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. Cause gives the workers strength, gives them power.
Hey,
We
Zora!
have a right
How you doing,
to
welcome, Zora? Zora
work.
shoot! Zora love.
Besides, we're not that different.
You and I.
It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
Asathov!
baguette in our cage. It was bred in captivity.
Oh my god, it's horrible. Hi Asathov, it's been a long time. How you doing? Happy New Year's as well. Happy New Year's to everyone. It's been a little while. It's the it's in the first week of the year, but I'm very happy to have you all here. What kind of a cause are we talking about? I don't think I've chosen any size yet.
Might be time. Let the fat bastards
I'll do
tread
it
on you.
anyway.
Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially
You
still
always get your
workers.
wry sense of humor. I mean, it's my bread and butter to get to understand my viewers. So,
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work!
what kind of a cause are we
Rights
talking
of
about?
people, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. I actually need to speak with the union boss. He just wants to get bread. Actually, what is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overall. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, we perceive some serious abs underneath his tight fitting
Some serious abs?
shirt.
Totally
This
not
man
gay.
is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You're wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
So I actually need to speak with the union boss.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they
He's
don't
just
believe
standing there, it's like,
gates.
what
Why
is
do you
going
want
on?
to meet that fat asshole?
It's really good Kim knows when to step in and when to leave things to me. He knows I'm a super cop. Otherwise, it wouldn't be John Jacques Cousteau, whatever my name is. I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind a hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
His reply is snappy and terse.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him.
I see.
Interesting.
I'm gonna be working getting a 4-pack. Absolutely nothing. Why so tense?
What are you talking about?
I'm not tense.
Not tense.
Yes, he's tense and dangerous. Somewhere below it all.
Half-light.
Right to work!
Yeah,
It's
shake.
shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Sure, why not? I don't know, this really isn't my area of
We are not
expertise.
taking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Down in slave
Let
ward. Yes,
us
that's where you should gain
work.
weight in the winter. Pity turns around and bells at the gate of his
You've
work.
been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Can you ask where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
I thought you looked really familiar for a second there. Routine part of the investigation.
Am I a
That Kim
suspect?
Saxon is great.
Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Oh, we got that. I'm interested in your
We're all
background.
workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
So you don't know bars, been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
A little spark of violence gathers in his eyes. Then he blinks and turns to his men. gonna talk with him again.
To work.
Hey, tough guy, I had more
Right
questions.
to- Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
Maybe.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there.
I love how he's like
working.
trying desperately
If
to
the
get the workers
bastards
to,
hadn't shut
like
the
he's
gates.
literally a scab, and you are unable to reach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head or
Head
whatever
monsieur.
he is.
Wait, head measure?
Huge Seminoles guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
I mean, how about Kid One Guy V? You seem
Bad.
capable.
Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men
Hi,
are
Charles.
tired
Welcome. You're
and
cute too. Thank you so much.
They're
I
workers,
can introduce you around head measure.
not
Yes.
fighters.
That's exactly what you should be doing. You're an anime. You don't have to stand by this. You don't have to get your head measured. Have you considered storming in like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit.
Criminal
They have
shit!
that look.
I'm on the keys.
It would be better for the neighborhood.
absolutely
if you
on the
went
keys.
At least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
So who are all these strike breakers anyway?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man has a hand through his steadily graying military
We
haircut.
came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union
This guy's
fucks
really
don't
suspicious.
want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No.
I mean, I would
They
follow you
follow
because
the
you're big and
rules
loud.
of the market, the rules
It's a
of
really
the
good song from
economy,
Cats and Dance
because
too.
they were.
Bing
Give
and
them a
loud.
job to do.
I'm just going to leave now. Alright, cool. Do you guys possibly have any, you know, empty cans or jars? They're really need to get a lot more money. You can talk to.
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no. Not this again.
Half-Light,
You
come
just
on!
Get away from that fucking kid.
Half-Light, calm down! He did not call me that. Half-Light, you gotta chill, man. Half-Light is literally our fight instinct, so he will literally take any kind of provocation. What exactly is the scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Did you just call me a worm?
Beats me.
Hold on,
Somewhere
where
in
did
the
all y'all
ground,
come
I
from?
think.
You don't seem to like them
Gotta be
much.
bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess scared, maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mask, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of.
Personally, I'd rather beg
Begged
than
and scab.
If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah, I'm a scam, poor and downtrodden, right to work. I'm not a scam, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you.
Yes,
No one's
well,
ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Thanks!
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers.
No!
and falls to the ground.
No, I
Oh, I'm
failed!
sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. It's not
Oh,
meant
the
as provocation or
embarrassment!
ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
What? Electronic is sorry because of the coin hands it to you. I almost had a heart attack.
I'm really sorry, friend. Fritz nearby. Get
That
some
was something they
Nusafil.
did not include in the,
Good
in
stuff.
the subtitles.
Helps against heart attacks too.
I need to get past the gates and speak with your boss.
Oh, good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
He might have information about the killing that took place behind a hostel.
Everard's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't often do it
Gotta
out,
love
though.
Everard in this game.
But sure, why not?
I love Everard. He's so cool. Not cool, but I love his voice. Has this really nice little whiny voice. It's really cool. Doesn't mean you can't let me through the
I
gate.
don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Beneath the jolliness, he suddenly seems
That's simple. I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past
Mesh your head.
and go in.
Past Mr. Head.
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Aha.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter
got
the
it.
arbor through the office. Está.
For some reason, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure head in a physical confrontation.
Yeah,
Or you
I
could
don't think I
convert
will.
to a Semini Supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely
Has
impossible.
anyone here ever bested him in physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Dexter and Sinister. I was Latin for, I think, right hand and left hand. Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
I got it.
Sure.
Another thing, what's the strike about
You know,
anyway?
serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Okay.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike.
I think
Return
I might
once
be able to
you've
go
met
in through
the
this
union
to the
boss
roof as
and
well.
are on a better footing.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. So I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go talk to Mr. Head because he's a loser. He's a loosey kind of geek. How do I get down there? Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna. I don't know how much money we have. I had 1044. I have nowhere near enough money to pay for my room. So Lori passes his literacy surroundings. Who's this dude? Can I talk to him?
I am a gander and
Emily
a
Hom?
hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
He nods emphatically.
Yes. People get that you are the law. You really don't have to keep saying it.
What's going on here?
The jam, my man.
People get that you are the law. Did Kim just sass
The
me?
air from the
I think
east
Kim just
is
asked
thick
me.
with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
What's the
It's
jam?
a traffic jam for the ages.
I am the
Outer
law.
gates up the street are shut
I
tight.
got beat. He's
No
doing it.
explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon
Gonna
days
turn some more water.
upon days.
So it's gonna be some sound in the background. It's gonna be my water boiler. Then my hose. So that's where I am.
Yeah.
So how
exactly.
long have you been here?
Feels like
Pretty
forever.
good. I'm gonna break up
Like
the
I
strike.
was born on this
I don't
here
really know if I'm
roundabout,
gonna
and
break up
this
the
was
strike or
all I
not.
ever knew.
I'm a super
Just
cop.
me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
I'm more of a like observer rather than a strike breaker. So far we've been kind of cool. We've been kind of good. We're a hobo cop. We're down with the people. Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
I love empathy. He looks so cool.
So tell me, what do you need?
Got any smokes on you?
Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting
My
for the jam
cigarettes
to
and even
disperse,
nicotine. Come on.
waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
Guess I'll ask
You
around
could
then.
also check the kiosk down the street. Frit.
The
with
problem is I
3
don't
Ts.
actually want to buy cigarettes. I
Them
just
Shaw's
want to.
weird.
I want to bum them off other people. Can you spend some change for working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man.
don't know what these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them.
Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down in his luck. If I had, say, 4 myself.
Tell me more about this strike.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up.
Study is really cool because the docks
no
are
way
actually...
in or out.
I think the docks uses airships to transport things between islands because you can't really go by boat too well through the great unknown, the white, whatever it's called. I know what it's called. The nothingness. So you have to have like an airship that's programmed to go a certain direction. It's really cool. So what's the Union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly.
No!
Good on
no!
them, I guess.
That was the boiler. The boiler's platform going down. It's fine though. No problem. The smokers are for jokers. Let's get some special lattice for you. I'm just gonna pretend that I know. It's snowing! Nice! And the weather effects in this game is really cool.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough.
Yeah, we haven't
I'm
talked to
sure.
her yet. So, what do you think the company
They want
wants?
to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching! Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camioners.
Camioners.
You still hang
That's a
around
cool
here
word.
waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my
Not
thing.
you?
Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon and glints something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures?
Shut up,
The
electrochemistry!
more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get on to the next one.
So what are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade
High-grade narcotics.
narcotics.
What?
Illegal firearms. Stuff like that.
Time to arrest them.
Authority, he's fooling. You're under arrest.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Brown runs a nice, clean business. This haul of
Electrochemistry's
cargo
great,
is
I love
mostly
him.
sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get
Traxxas?
shipped abroad.
That's how
in
you
the
know this
off-season.
is a
So we've been
Slavic
making
game.
headway in the
Tracksuits.
Iran market lately.
So nothing illegal
Not
then?
unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
So that's your machine
This
behind
rockin'
you?
beauty. Sure
machine
is.
behind you?
Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, these lures are pretty neat. Interested? Not really. I just asked because I don't know, it must be a cop reflex. No, they're pretty neat. I like
Neat.
them.
For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool.
So could
He
you get one of
thinks
those
he
foul
spent
tracks that
too
you're
long
hauling?
in this lorry.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
I can tell you're
There's
you're
no
friends, but you're not going to
denying
give me anything.
Your body needs to feel the touch of
Shut
some
up,
good
physical
performance.
instruments. I know I'm going to be working on my body soon, but
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
So what do I see in his
against
eyes?
arm. Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal.
my man, I want to know what your soul.
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your
I think
conversation
that well
skills,
though.
does it?
I really eased into the
Just like
conversation.
that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
Shut up, empathy. I'm good for now. You
Don't be a
talk.
stranger.
Bye.
Hey,
Huh? Who? Me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners.
I did not say sodomize the landowners.
25 real in their pockets. Literally
Fucking
murder
peel
all
up people.
human
What is-
beings, regardless of their political beliefs.
Murder all human beings
That
regardless of their
kind of
political beliefs. Yeah, that's. I love this. communism. Literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. I did not say that. That sounds like me. There's just some mild left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate.
Even more than 25
mankind.
real probably deserve it. Yes, like Kim. Kim would probably have more than 25 real.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
So wait, first, what is this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
What do you mean failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished.
Being
Beaten,
curb stomped and pissed on.
and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You
Sounds like a
alone,
plan.
against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed.
I
Matter
feel like
failed
really,
to
I'm
bend
not
to
a huge
human
fan of
will.
these odds, to be honest.
Human will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
I am the last communist.
Now get to work, comrade.
I don't know. Let's have a vote. I think this one is a vote. So, what are we going for? Are we going to roll up our sleeves and start building communism? Or is it too tiring? I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken. So you get to vote for the whether or not we're going to go commie. So, I think there should be like a feature on the stream where you can click. We already did that. Was this communism even about? So I'm going to interpret that one, that vote, as roll up your sleeves. Season means production. Sergey. I think everyone can vote if you want to on the stream. Do you mean season means the productions for ourselves or for the people? There's a little bit of a difference. Yes. He's only 2 people are voting, so it's a 50-50 here on whether we're rolling up our sleeves and start building communism or if it's too tiring and don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken, I'm gonna opt out. So I'm gonna flip a coin, probably. Do I have a coin? I do. Mobile doesn't allow you to work. I guess then we have 2 votes for communism. I'm gonna go with communism. And the coin says communism as well. So here we go. Boink!
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. So now we have the Mazovian socioeconomics. It doesn't necessarily mean we're communists, by the way. We just have we have the option to become communists, I think. So we can have the thought of communism. Cans! Just nothing. I'm just picking up nothing. Oh, I hate this. I don't know, comrade Sergey Young, your vote would never count to the party knows best. Hot air stuff in the sewers, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. For a hobo cop, we don't have to worry about anything. More garbage. Nice. Fingerless gloves. Nice. Electrochemistry. Here we go. My finger slipped. Thank you. Oh yeah. I want to sell something to this dude so he can get some money.
Officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
This guy's awesome.
What can I do for you?
I think this is a worker party. Absolutely.
courtesy is
This
not
is not a political
insincere.
game at all.
But he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone not to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. I think that's drugs.
It keeps me entertained.
I'm impressed with your snobbery.
Entertained? He might be. If he is, on what?
Is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on?
Okay.
I keep failing! Double
definitely
ones!
is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And many other things
Shut up!
besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here
The number
earlier
one's is
today
you.
asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Oh no.
What?
Sold?
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
When I sold my gun?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
I'm making honey water. Lower Mastrando. I'm stirring honey and water together because it's really good for my throat. I've been having a little bit of a cold lately, so I'm trying not to overwork myself. What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms,
What?
you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I
Harry!
agreed to take
Please, baby Harry,
You
please!
sucked on a gun. Good. Very normal.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further. How much did I sell the gun for? Happens to the best of us, I guess.
It certainly does. Especially in
I'm
Revachol.
just gonna pretend that never happened. So is the buyer a policeman too?
She
Big
didn't
Flappy!
seem like a
Big Flappy,
policeman.
thank you so much for the follow.
Although
Welcome
she
to
kept
the...
referring to
Sorry.
herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest
I
in
should
the
pay
gun
paying.
a
We should be
bit
paying for things.
obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Big Flappy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Vampire Family. I'm Tanya Parian Vietri de Belladon, your Mr. Subterraneous, your prima donna platform, Diva Dark Souls. Good afternoon, fellow member of the Parti Communiste Insolent. Well, I mean, I haven't really technically joined. I just got the idea. I haven't researched the idea of becoming a communist. We'll see.
Truth be
We'll see.
told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the
Thank you
streets
for the
of Martinez
welcome.
with it?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal.
No,
its
Kim, I'm
hidden
so sorry. I didn't mean to disappoint you. I'm so sorry. There's only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Obviously.
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her.
Any idea where I can find his buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just
Very
have
good
to
logic.
hope
That was a
you luck upon her
six
somewhere.
difficulty roll. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
You might be able to get an
I
investigation.
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Ever had any dealings with Everard Clare?
He's been by the shop a couple of times.
Do you know anything about the Wild Pines representative that's in town?
Can't say I'm
So
a
Wild
huge
Pines is the company
admirer of
that's
Wild
in charge
Pines,
that owns the
and I can't
the,
say I
harbor.
trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved.
I really like this dude. He's very chill. He's very calm. So wait, what do you have against Wild Pines? Have you met the Wild Pines rep?
No, just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them.
I love the way
Now,
they scare things.
You have more questions?
Do you know anything about the
or
recent
are we-
hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
No
We
one
did find a
likes
bullet
to
though,
see
so we
what
know
you
we
have
actually
to
got
see
shot.
every day.
Actually, that's all I got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
There's something I'd like to sell to
Let
you.
me have a look.
I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment,
He looks you up and down quickly.
and especially that tie. It swallows photons around. I have no need for necrotic objects.
There's nothing wrong with my tie at all.
Your mother is a necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparkle in the light of the
I love it.
projector.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
The postcard. Pawn this one. I think I'm going to sell the rifle. I don't think I have any use for it. Sell his handkerchief. Oh no. The postcard. I still do not have enough money for paying for one night at a hotel. I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
How other business to take care of now? I don't have enough money. Yeah, the horrific necktie is really cool. I'm a huge fan of it. First time I played this, actually both times I played this game, I did not use it. So I'm very happy to have it now. Water locked out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Dosafit, nice medicine. Didn't I throw my bull ball here? Can I get it back up again? Spirited chirps and full clicks as well as fill the air. I think I talked with those last time. So, how to give meds? Take your meds. They're there to help you. Okay, so how to get the meds? This is not even a hot take. This is like a reasonable take. I think the medicines are really good for helping you kind of put a band-aid on a problem. I do think that some problems are very, very deeply rooted and can't be dealt with without meds. However, I don't think
A
meds
sturdy
are.
metal door guards the southwest entrance
knock on
to
the door.
the apartment building. The door rattles against your knuckle. The door rattles again, but this time.
I don't
you
think
hear
meds in
an
themselves
elderly
can fix
woman's voice
all your
calling
problems,
out
but
from
they're
inside.
definitely a good complement to therapy and all those kind of things. So take your fucking meds.
I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
This is the police! Open the door!
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
Please let me inside. It's cold out here.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Kim, tell her we're real policemen.
Madam, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds.
I love being pathetic in this game. It's amazing. I'm not gonna talk to her though. She's mean. She's a bitch. I wonder if we can talk to the rep now, or did she leave after 8 p.m.? I really need to get more money. If she's still here, cool, we can talk to her as well. She has a similar outfit as we do.
Leans against the cabin top
Joyce!
of her sailing boat.
Joyce is actually kind of a
Smiling
cool
as you
character. Yeah, I like her a lot, even though
Her
she works with a
green
man.
raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board.
How many
of
balls do we
Wild
have? Sorry,
Times,
not
the owners
enough.
of the harbor.
Far from
You
enough.
gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Can't even access them right now. RCM, what is that? I'm a little foggy here. So what gave us away? I'm gonna shake your hand. What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
She has a really nice sense of humor.
What
I
is
like
it
her a lot.
here? That you're a drunk?
I'm not a drunk. I'm a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
I'm gonna shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold. She seems relieved.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview.
I think we
I
need
should let you know that he's
60 real
recovering
to
from
pay for a room, and we have
unusual
22. So
medical
there's no
episode.
amount of bottles in the world that can
Very
fix this.
unusual. But I
It's
can
an expression
assure
of
you
pain.
of his ultimate competency.
So you're gonna badge you one and let you in the other will.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Good, give me
It's
money.
hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat?
Why, yes I am.
She looked at the deck under her feet, green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats are there. Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
She can name me a
breeze
boat.
ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that,
Proceeds to
the
mass murder.
resounding darkness.
I'm actually gonna have to
You're
go to the
reminded of
bathroom very
something.
quickly, but I will be back very
Or
soon.
someone.
Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Happy pissing. Thank you. I did actually, well, I mean, I'm not going to talk about that, but I have the best into Elysium. I'm glad you like it. oftentimes I want to leave the screen on not BRB because it's funny to see the model. See me when my soul has evacuated the body, but it's also really good to have the BRB screen turned on as well. So let's see here. Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelechi 19? Why?
She throws on the side of the boat and makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelechi, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I know it feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the
Wow! Okay, what kind of boat? How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Eels.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with
Kim! Kim, don't be rude!
I
Kim!
really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the
He's
woman,
been tricksy.
assessing her.
Not a lot of people in boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Big Flappy, you're so right. We're on an archipelago.
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Wait, we're on an archipelago? What do you mean, archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou.
Caillou? Caillou? She raises her brow. I'm Caillou. I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been especially
becomes
issued to
defensive.
serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Lieutenant becomes defensive.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor.
He really likes that car.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol.
We're in the city
between
and the
city
islands.
And the island.
In the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Do you have a license for this? Do you have a license? Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you, I'm a highly qualified pleasure
So that's a
craft
no?
operator.
That's a no?
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's
Half-Light!
the damn license?
I love Half-Light because Half-Light is so basic. Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even
Still,
finished
I will
ones.
need to see the license, ma'am.
Actually, you don't.
What do you mean?
The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little known fact among us law officials.
What? Hi, Torico! Everyone's duck tonight. Alright, duck. Duck is actually really, really good. I had some really delicious duck like 2 years ago. It was amazing. I love duck. So wait exactly how little known is this fact.
I was just being polite. Even school children.
Kim, you're killing me. You gotta tell me these things. Oh my god. More like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion.
No need to politicize this. You may
Yes, this is political. You made me look like an idiot.
You need to save face if you want her respect. Demand that passport.
I'm gonna need to see your passport.
Of course.
She searches the pockets of her raincoat, releasing a bundle of documents in sealed plastic bags. I'm gonna look at a passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying Republic of Vespa.
Kim is too nice to
The
me.
coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent.
I'm gonna look at the photo
The woman,
page.
born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you. Face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads
Rejoice?
Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
You're from
My
Vesper?
husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
Everything appears to be in order. I'm gonna give the documents
She
back.
nods and returns the plastic
Nice,
bag to
nice,
her coat.
nice. Level up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We have to raise the empathy a little bit more so we can relate to the lorry driver. But I'm going to save this point because I also kind of want to get another. I'm going to unlock one more. And we are going to get maybe we should get the caustic ego. It gives +1 volition, a power move. Good on you to have thrown that slip to the wind and walked away saying, "Not today, Dark One. I don't need your keepsakes. I am not curious. Let the past disintegrate. Let its ink wash off into the Bay of the Marne. You're through with it. There's no terrifying splash of stomach acid to fill you with dread, no caustic lack of air. You haven't lost anything incredibly precious, too precious to name. You get shit on a stick. All you need to do is keep the shit balance on the stick and everything will be fine." Thank you, Mars. Thank you. Some kind of superstar. We are definitely going with some kind of superstar. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar and the group is in cocaine riddled with hepatitis C strikes a lion as opposed to the Mike kind of way. You're not Guillaume Le Million or David Lewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Or some would say doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Oh my god, I'm glad you like it. Thank you so much. So you were minding your own business trying to get some detective work done when suddenly a voice emerged from within you and told you you're a wuss, a namby-pamby, a sissy, and a limp jellyfish. This voice has zero gender sensitivity and even less empathy for an underwhelming athletic performance. Try to purposefully piss it off, see if it teaches you something. Pretend you don't know the difference between a double and a single support face in the discipline of hammer throw. It hates that. So, which one should we go for? I'm kind of thinking some kind of superstar. This takes 1 hour and 10 minutes. It costs an experience points to forget about something though. Caustic Gecko is kind of cool though as well. Okay, +1 volition. This is 10 hours. We're gonna do this one because we'll research Caustic Echo when we're sleeping. I have no experience either. I think I have handled on both things.
Good.
I'm going with a really kind of crazy 1 intelligence kind of dude. Has really shitty stats. 1 intelligence, 5 psyche, 4 physique, and 2 motorics. Tell me about the Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
She points to small dots on the horizon.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
So how much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I
Why
can
not?
tell you that
I'm a
last
cop, you
year,
have to tell me.
the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That is a lot of real. No, if I was communistically inclined, I would say that you have a lot more than... Another Scurio! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Empire family. I'm Lieutenant Parian Vietri de Belladon. Your Mr. So much of Venus, your prima donna performance, your diva Dark Souls. We're having some sort of early Saturday Disco Elysium going on. Having a lot of fun. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. They have more than 25 real in their pockets, so they need to be killed, obviously. A billion? What exactly is a billion? Failure! I don't even know what a billion is.
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What is it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point when they begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000
sure is a big number.
employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines
Hello,
is
Joyce.
like a shark.
She's amazing. She's
If
a great
it stops
character.
moving and growing,
Oh,
it will die.
toaster.
Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It
You
is
put
a
like 1 billion
tremendous
once, said 1
responsibility.
billion. Yes, exactly. That's more than just like 540s. Where does the Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers 250 years ago,
reply to that.
when time
She's
ships
so cool.
explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf
What's
of
a
the
billion?
suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
So what you're saying is taking everything from its employees. So it's basically stealing from its employees. What is such a huge system while with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world, that's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over.
Look, that's very
I'm here
cool
to
and all,
assure
but
that
I'm a
doesn't
communist, so I
happen.
don't understand how this works.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
So what can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I have to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
He's amazing.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Sorry, I had to burp a little bit. So, there you go.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this term.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to that.
See. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world is sitting nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is.
You damn right I'm an officer of the RCM.
Of course.
I'm a
I
super cop. I'm a
sympathize,
goddamn super
but I'm
cop.
afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
What kind of arrangement would it be?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
How do I negotiate my way out of this one?
Easy. Just
Nice.
offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and
Surely
dirty.
there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Well, I have a
You're
bottle here. It's pretty
But expect
tangible.
her to drive
You can
a
hold in.
hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
That they're doing
profiting from
drugs.
this trade.
That they're profiting from drugs.
The company
I mean,
has tried looking
they're
into
also
this
doing
matter
drugs,
before,
probably.
to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam. Hi, Kim.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now? Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way,
We
we've
play
played
straight into her
hands.
hands. I don't
He
agree with
doesn't let
you.
it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
We could just, find my badge. Let's get back to her then.
Oh,
No.
that would be fantastic, but do we have the time?
I don't know what the badge is,
The
and
world is
we will
large
not
and
be able
the
to
badge
find
is
it
only
today.
6 centimeters.
By
You
6
could
centimeters.
request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this
If you have to
investigation
find
with
stuff,
her.
I'll find it.
We tell her
I'll
it's
find my
done
badge, no
and
problem at
demand
all.
further information on
I
the
have
nature.
a suspicion where it is, and it's not where you think it is. Let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I
So
help
tell
you
me
with?
about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward.
Someone is-
Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Has done nothing,
Ingredients
of course.
For what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
We'll have to confiscate
Shit,
all
yeah,
these
baby.
ingredients.
It's the party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that
Good
down?
stuff. Were you trying to shut down the party pipeline? Let me get this straight. Were you trying to shut
I
it?
assure you, officer, these are not the sort of parties you'd want to attend.
She has no idea what kind of parties you've been to.
All right, let me get this straight. Does the material come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients.
So you want us to
for a
investigate
cut.
this? We're moving on
Yes,
in the
but you
conversation.
won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
Am I going to need bolt cutters for this?
Unlikely, officer.
I mean, we might have to use them.
Lorries. Once the
I can use
ingredients
I can use a
reach
bolt
Jamrock,
cutter and a lorry
they're
lorry driver.
distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at
So
the
we can actually
roundabout
talk
this
to her
month.
about the world we're in, which is a
Interview
very,
the
very long
drivers who are still
conversation.
hanging
I'm not
about.
sure we should be doing it
One
though.
of them might be
least
waiting
maybe
for
not
a
this stream.
crucial shipment.
She tells a lot about the world we're in, but it's like very.
Like the river Esperance.
Sorry, can't talk right now. I'm making pass.
Upstream, where it's
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
I like secrets. I like
You'll be
secrets.
indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
It's no coincidence the lawyers are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
She pauses, looking
this
at the
is
sea.
a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, if they're gonna be.
Cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you
Yeah,
hear
fucking
the clinking
mystery.
of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin.
Fucking
Or is
mystery.
it just your teeth chattering in the cold?
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Seaguy, and Sinyao. The liter it's in must get
Seaguy.
from this
More like
terminal
Seagay,
alone
am I
must be
right?
Oceanic.
Very funny.
Well,
Very funny
at
yoke.
least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track.
Got him, damn.
The drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is
So
a
why didn't
unique
you-
opportunity. I'm sure you
Why didn't you come
understand.
to the RCM earlier?
We did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
What proof do you have that the union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the fourth month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients or drugs?
Precisely. smuggled
Smuggled out
out
of
of
that
that
variegated
night,
night, most likely.
then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
Yeah, we'll find one.
It sounds like she tried.
I'm gonna be using
looking
my
into it
bolt
herself,
cutter.
though she's clearly not the type your typical lorry man would confide in.
Can I make up my mind about the smuggling investigation?
Yes?
We will take this case, probe the drivers, and see what he yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome. Having a lot of fun playing this Elysium. God, this game is so fucking good. The dialogue is really well written, and I love the voice actors for the most part. Some of them are not so good, but most of them are really good. So what can you tell me about this track? Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed.
She almost takes the photo
this
but
is
then
a
stops.
discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos.
Better not tie the 4th day to the Bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
So we can basically go with, you seem smart, I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in, which is going to have a lot of dialogue explaining how the world works. So I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to go with this one because it's really interesting, but it's pretty long, but it does give us a really, really good thought that we want to get.
This
So,
reality.
so you seem smart, I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode.
Hi!
Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, you're in. Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
So where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
Well, I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
And what is Marnay?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
So tell me more about Marnay.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Boxy shoulders.
A brief spike of longing in her upright body. The dots under her eyelids shut.
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
So you were here as a teenager. Cool.
Yes,
cool.
I was
cool, very cool.
slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. The boys certainly did not.
There's a spark in the air. A live wire hanging
in the wind, and you're
in your
hungover.
hungover neocortex. Then the sea air cools it down.
So you mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the
Bay
Bay
of
of
Revachol,
Revachol.
and the bay
And the
feeds
bay
into
feeds
the ocean.
ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable. Flowing in and out of sight.
So what's the name of this? Ow, 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 ow. I bit my tongue. So what's the name of this island?
Caillou. As you
Caillou?
already know.
Caillou?
Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea. Misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch. The Martinez distributary.
Can you find a map? There's a map.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Blank. Okay, that's my name. What's Revachol?
Revachol?
Revachol is what you call a
Revachol is
city.
what you call a
City.
city.
What kind of a city is Revachol?
The great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
So what makes Revachol great?
History
And how do you make it
detective.
great again?
They built this city to resolve
Sorry.
history. Our part in it, at least.
Revachol
Our
forever!
centuries.
Okay, who built the city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
So when was Revachol built?
In the DeLorean century,
DeLorean!
380 years ago.
DeLorean? Like a car? And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the,
The terrible questions of
our
our
time will
time.
be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We're standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean.
So we're in
The
an
world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're pretty much the center of the world. So we're in the periphery, basically nobodies.
Speak for yourself, officer. I'm well known in certain parts. As to the place, you're right. We are.
She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
I'm gonna look to see.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the
Alien,
first
do not throw garlic at me. I'm gonna murder you.
There is no recognition. Only
The immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Radiating
So
from
where
it.
are we? And observe the large body of waters falling, cold.
She observes your eyes scanning the
Jamais-vu.
horizon.
I got the yummy vu.
Then
It's a
breaks
really,
the
really good
silence
thought to have.
Slowly.
So we want to unlock Jamais vu. Because this will allow us to get 1 experience points for every green orb we interact with, which is really, really good. She searches your eyes, scanning the horizon and breaks silence
This
slowly.
is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you
How did I
wanted
get
to know?
here?
I
How
remember
did she
something
get
about a
there?
lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Madame Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow.
And tomorrow?
Isn't that true, madam?
She'll leave this evening.
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
I want to be lazy if I don't do it all now.
Oh, of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
He called me a diligent boy.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What is... I think it's something close to you.
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers.
Don't worry,
fingers
Neil.
on the trigger.
Pulls him slowly, so
Don't
now he'll
worry,
find it
Emil.
again.
He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
So what am I?
You're an officer of the RCM.
This is abbreviation. What does it stand for?
It stands for Revachol Citizens Militia.
Good, and what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically
I always thought it was de
called
jure.
the
De jure.
twilight of
De
international
jure.
law,
Kind of an
both at the
interesting
behest of the
pronunciation.
coalition government and to its chagrin.
So what do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
Capitalism, yeah. So I'm basically a lackey of capitalism.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective.
I'm basic.
It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand,
The jury,
I
justice
know
and
these
jurisdiction,
people.
probably, yeah.
I
The jury.
deal with them daily.
Yeah, you get.
Let me tell you,
The jury
dear,
means that you have the
they are
judicial
not fans of you.
law. I mean, the judicial right to do something, and de facto means that you're actually allowed to do this. Well, she say de facto. Yes, she's de facto. That means that you have the right to do it. De jure means you have the judicial right to do it. On the other hand, I know these people deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Ravacholians get to keep the peace in Ravachol, and the coalition doesn't have
I think
to
we already
worry about
finished
it.
the first time. The one we're
Sorry
going
to
for.
intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality,
Are we gonna do this one?
well,
I think we're gonna do this one.
I'm here to help.
So conceptualize, what is reach for something fundamental? We have 2 in conceptualization. We're not very good at art.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly.
That's all.
It's on the tip of your tongue.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
You seem
Little
rich.
that I know.
You seem rich. Can I have some
Anything
money?
else?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes.
It's with nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity. A silk shirt.
She should be giving
and
me money.
wretched
She has a lot of
scarf
money.
around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at
You.
you.
You mystery clad singing.
Mystery-clad
She's calling him
singing.
monkey. Don't fair the
Barely
RCM is
able
allowed
to
to perform
tie
an
your
audit on
own
Wild
laces.
Pines Finest.
Your armpits are
Exactly.
lakes.
I have to know how much
The
money
sigh
she's
of
got.
booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your
Your
forehead,
armpits are
and
lakes.
your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too.
What is this feeling? I've never felt it
Shame.
before.
You haven't really been in the presence of gentlefolk either, have you? What shame is there to be felt in front of these dock workers, cops, and hotel clerks, but to belittle yourself in these times
Sora.
of Odinil? Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
I'm gonna go ask her
As
for
I was
money.
saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I've heard of billions, and then the Mazovian socioeconomic Mazovian socioeconomics approve. Can I have some money?
Voila, you're doing it. Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your
Money! Can I have some money, ma'am? You seem rich. Can I have some money? Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep living. Money!
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The wind is a bit strong. Could
She's
you
bound to
repeat
give us some
that?
money. I need money.
How much money?
I need 60 real.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Yay! I'm a beggar! E-beggar.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch. Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more.
Oh no!
Trained to
May just be
money.
dishonorable and mine honors my life.
Can you eat honor? Are you an
Money,
honor
baby!
whore? Give me a break.
You're on honor war? Give me a break.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
I'm an honorable policeman, one of the few good men in Revachol.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as
So I'm such a charitable donation to the RCM.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today?
Thank you, that's all for
Besides
today.
Of course,
For now. I thought we would have gotten some kind of super... There's 6 minutes left! Oh no! It's not a bribe. It's not a bribe. I would have known if it was a bribe. And if it was a bribe, I would not have taken it. I'm a really, really good police officer. I would never take a bribe. It's getting kind of late. We're running around getting recyclables, but I think we're gonna go see how much money we can get from these recyclables, because now we have 60, so we can actually sleep in the room. I think bribing against the law. I'm a cop. I am the law. Exactly. I cannot make a crime against the law because I am the law. We're not rich. We can buy a lot of drugs. We can sleep on the street. It's fine. We can buy drugs. Drugs. Here we go. Let's see how much money we get from all these cans we've been working hard to get.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears
We got
with a
five
satisfying jingle.
real.
You're
Oh
a
my
richer
god.
man now.
I got 420. That's pretty cool.
You're 100% sure you got special hobo cop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
I'm gonna buy some cigarettes.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
This will give us +1 intelligence, but -1 health. That's fine. We have a lot of health.
Here you go, mister.
Hasn't Commodore red wine as well?
Here you go,
Might as well.
mister.
We're the red wine socialists. The red wine bourgeois. How do you pronounce that? Bourgeois.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and
We have
juice
so
bottles.
much
The
money. We can
raincoats
buy
are
everything.
transparent.
Here you go.
Got a raincoat. Yellow. Do you have any drugs, like hardcore drugs? I think we can still talk to some people here. We're gonna talk to the guy over here, the one we were talking about before. He might know something about the drugs. There's drugs down there. It smokes. Smokes. Where? Where's the smokes? Cigarettes. Nice. Get even more cigarettes this right. Lucky day. Nice. So I'm gonna. Do not know. I didn't notice this before, but it's fine. I love this statue as well, by the way. It's like put together because it was bombarded. We're gonna go here. We're gonna look what's in here. We got the white tank top, the wife beater. Cool. This lady, I don't want to talk to her. She's kind of weird. What was in here, though? Money! Yeah, the yellow raincoat is very stylish. I agree with you. It's a super stylish raincoat. So, I'm gonna go here. I think I'm gonna have to go around. I think it's really stylish. It really works with the hobo cap and the bag we're carrying around. I really do feel like I'm a member of Revachal's hobo league. It's fucking... Come on! Here we go. I think the keyboard control is not 100% accurate or working. Would even be able to buy some sunglasses over here as well. So we're gonna go down to this dude over here. So what's this one? Fuzzy wrapped macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. Oh my god! This is humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good
This
quality
guy has to know about drugs.
best
There's no way he
design.
doesn't know about them.
Save the economy with your style, officer.
I'm gonna brush through the
You
box.
find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Nancy and I are doing a couple's cosplay to detectives this year. I'm almost ugly enough to make. Oh my god, it's amazing! I can't wait to see. You have to post photos in the Discord if you want to. I would love to see those photos. If you want to, you don't have to. God, man, I've seen some really hardcore Harrier cosplay. It's really cool. And don't forget to practice the expression. You have to have the
box smells
expression.
like cat piss or like an old person with
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy
Thank
moving.
you. Alright, so find something worth salvaging from the pile of rags. Here we go.
no good.
No!
All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around
I'm
the
gonna
waist.
touch the wool pens.
They itch like hell. Like an itch pit in hell. The itch is so bad you want to smash someone's face in.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly. And
I
they're
love
yours
it.
For only 2 real.
Oh no, I love it. I'm gonna buy this itch pants. It's 2 real. We will have -1 composure, -1 savoir-faire. We will have plus you have. I want to punch people.
You find
Budget
your
box.
hands deep in tattered and faded garments. The box smells like
Economical, but also
I'm gonna
trendy.
leave for now.
some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say.
I love this.
To all this, you say,
Fuck off and die.
in a cool voice. You
Fuck
people
off and
have
die,
no
cool
idea
voice.
how good
Fuck
these
off and
cops are
die.
gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
So get minus 1 logic, powers of self-delusion. We have so little logic. Learning cap for visual calculus is raised to 6. Social is raised to 6. Electric chemistry raised to 6. And composure raised to 6. This game is incredibly based. I love it. What is the logic right now? It's 1. We even put experience points into it. Oh my god. Oh, our logic is horrible. And this feels pretty good. So, let's look and unlock the next one though. This is a speaker from the people of the Samara.
You see 2 lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
I'm gonna inspect the speakers.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found
I have to have the
The
found
small heated
sneakers.
emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara. The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
But I need some speakers.
Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Can I get an inspector
A
sneakers?
pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 riyal.
So 50 real. On the one hand, I will not be able to pay my rent, so I'll have to sleep on the street. On the other hand, I would have some really nice sneakers. I don't think I'm gonna buy them though, because I worked really hard to get that money. I begged so much for that money. What's in this box?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
So I'm gonna try to shades on.
Abort. These are
So very
hideous.
loudly, yes.
What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer. You look like a mega secret spy.
Damn, officer.
Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 riyal and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Kim, your assistance only makes my desire to buy these harder. So don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like the sunglasses.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, who am I to interfere?
Oh, these are so ugly. I love it. I don't think I can get any lower in logic, so I might as well get these. I'm gonna rummage through the box though.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Sirai's plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material.
So I'm gonna
very
try again.
Cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Come on, $2. I'm gonna try again. Maybe if I can find it. Maybe we can find some interesting sunglasses in this box.
No,
Oh God damn it!
all you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a
I need this.
melting frog.
I need the frog sunglasses.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 riyal.
Kim, our firefight's something we should be prepared for.
I hope not.
Kiss is looking up from his browsing.
Don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
We'll have to buy these. I want them. There's +1 perception.
40 and practical, officer. Good choice.
Nice. We're so cool. The sure gives us +1 conceptualization, but -1 suggestion. I feel we should have the wife beater. Gives us +1 physical instruments. Very, very good. Very cool. Let's see here. We have the black insane mesh tank top as well. This is amazing. I love this. Should ask him about the drugs, though.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The
This place is
cool.
cool.
And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got
Yay!
style.
I'm cool!
Personal style! You know what you like. You like
He's
premium
literally just shot at
menswear.
me. He has to die.
Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Persuade him to give me some money. What kind of stuff are you selling? The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
I think one said not for resale on the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
And who is your supplier exactly?
Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along. I'll let you know the next time he's around.
Interesting.
The lieutenant whips out his blue notebook and makes a note.
We'll need more if we're going to pin this one down, he thinks. Good questions, though. Sharp eyes.
What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here.
No shame, only freedom.
Only freedom.
Where do you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer.
I love this guy. He's so funny.
Buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Do you have a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. We don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust.
We do have a really good looking
It's beautiful.
cap right
Beautiful
now.
freedom.
Kim, is this true? He doesn't need a permit to
It
sell?
is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they
This is
feel
literally Anarchy Town.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city.
This city is
and
literally
its
an anarchy
officials
haven.
are so cool.
But what are we doing here if there are no permits? Look at Kim and the police standing on his sleeve.
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property
I
holders.
agree, this guy's really good. Yes,
I'm
I agree.
not
He's really funny.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state.
So cool guys protect businesses while everyone else lives in the ruins. I can't think of cooler things. You're a foreigner. Then I'm protecting the state lawlessness. I'm not an officer of law, I'm an officer of common anarchy. Hi, Meteor, welcome!
Yeah, that's the main thing about you. Freedom is great. It's what lets independent entrepreneurs like me sell quality goods at competitive prices.
Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
That's all then, let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Where are you from, Sealing?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past?
Hi,
I'm all
Weeman! How you
business
doing?
now. All Revachol.
Thank you for lurking. You're local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Yum, apricots are delicious. They're very tasty.
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraudster, I'm sure you
I
understand.
actually don't understand.
Oh no, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. Sigai is a shit. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much
This
better for an
guy.
independent entrepreneur.
Less
laws.
laws.
Speaking of, why not support
God.
an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai.
Is that money laundering? Is he laundering money?
If it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things.
He has a poor underprivileged grandma. Oh no! I gotta minus one to my roll now. First, I need to give you some money.
No need
No!
to mess this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I was only getting in the way of CI and Sigma like seeing. I want money now.
Oh, okay. Why? Why, officer?
I don't know, it's just the only thing I could come up with in my head. To ask you, I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
The street vendor nods, dead serious.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
He looks at the vendor.
Sorry, detective.
And grins as if the entire incident is already forgotten. He doesn't seem to know anything about drugs, so we're gonna just leave it at that, and we're gonna keep so great, give it to the river of filth. That's cool. It's very interesting to know. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but cool. What do we have to do? We have how do I find out who's in the union box? I'm gonna see if they're in the unit. Actually, I think that's tomorrow. We are, however, going to go investigate the rooftop again. See if we can get our codes. Wink. So when do you get to bed in this game? I think you're supposed to. That's actually a foul slogan from an aggressive youth-oriented campaign. That's a kick in the face. Nice. I really want to get my jacket back. Money! Nice. The controls are really hard on keyboard. So, actually, this is how we can get into the harbor over here. So I'm gonna try to get to the jacket one more time. I have physical instrument bonus now.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible
Is that
RCA
fair? Hold on.
markings is still caught on the railing.
Shoes. Shoes racers have a fair one, I think. Taking them off. The pants as well. Oh my god. Now we don't have pants or shoes, so.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCA markings is
Oh my god. I have 28% chance now to succeed. Are we actually?
Tarpaulin
I'm
cloak
gonna ask you
with
guys to invest some
possible
points
RCA
into this one.
markings
So
is
if you would like to
still
give me some
caught
points or
on the
watching,
railing.
make it easier for me to get to the jacket. Would be very cool. We do not have any pants anymore. Cool. Didn't give me any points. That's fine. That's fine. And try. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Here we go. Yay! We got the jacket. Nice. Yahoo!
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your sense.
I'm not wearing pants and shoes. I'm gonna close my eyes, let my senses take the world around you.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
What?
Martinez goes about its daily routine as you soar through the air. The loud voices of protesters mix with the engine sounds from the traffic jam. Waves crash against the pier, and dense, salty sea air fills your lungs.
He's so on the money, Bratan. Just imagine yourself dual-wielding a bottle and a flaming cigarette whilst airborne.
I'm not gonna let go of the moment just yet.
The little backyard, kingdom of Kuno, looks almost idyllic when it's not dominated by a decomposing human being. And its de facto ruler, Kuno
The Gremlin King.
is pointing to his friend. What is he saying? Flying faggot, winged pig, shit is airborne. These are the only words the wind coming in from the Insulindian Ocean carries to you.
We can continue the voyage with the salty air. Boink! Nice!
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hell yeah. My climbing might not have been as disco as your jump, but can we still get an aces high?
Yeah,
With your
yeah,
feet
boy!
firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold.
I haven't paid a cafeteria manager for the
We
damages
should
yet.
take care of that then. I'll also take a
I think I have the
read
money
away.
now. This money, right?
One cannot get much closer to the crime scene.
He's proud of you for getting your act together and finding
He's proud of me! Oh my god, yay! Yes, I made him proud of me! It's the first time I've actually been able to pay off the damages myself. And I got my coat back as well. Actually, we should probably put some pants on. +1 shivers! Nice! Pants! Boink. We never bought any glasses though. Kim is proud of us. Nothing else matters. I'm just gonna go check out what's over here. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Although no cigarettes though. That's unfortunate. So many bottles. There are so many bottles here.
Snow is quietly covering the numerous wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty
Did I do
hard.
this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced. All right. For now, let's just...
Oh no, he's ashamed of me again. That's a lot of money though. Nice. Grrrk. I found the jackpot. Here we go. La Fumée. Get a book. Cool. Postcard. Nice. Nice. I guess I need office shades. Blink. I look like an accountant. I look like an accountant in like a raincoat. I love it. I'm gonna go out here now. What?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking...
Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Stand it off his file and cabinet. The door seems to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
I'm gonna open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Brown. That's very mysterious. I'm gonna browse through the
Hundreds of
folders.
documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmarar. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts.
Do we
where
find
the
anything
imports
interesting
are
here? Because
being
this doesn't
sold.
seem very interesting.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
So, I'm gonna force myself to go through the folder.
Whatever's hidden
Yay!
here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant
That's me!
from
That's me!
would be able to really make sense of it.
So I'm gonna look at the
However,
note. You look at the
there
note?
is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
I have the accounting
It
glasses.
appears
I'm the
to be a
accountant.
to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Oh, banners.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, you mentioned a note with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One
So
of his
Everard has
aides must
actually a
have
twin.
left
He has
it.
a brother.
Nothing
I think this is one of the
incriminating
most
here.
interesting things in this game. Everard's brother, whether
What
he's real or
is so
not.
special about this borscht? Code for drugs, booze, blood.
I can take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the drawer slides.
I joined Aspirin on the pillow and the had no coffee rings and armrests. How do I get out of here? I don't remember how to. Every worker equals members of the board is written at the top of the flyer. It's a Dewey's typewriter, the model name is on the back. I don't think I'm able to get out of here.
The file cabinet stands. The drawer slides shut.
Thank you, Lord Master. Good luck with the GM. Physical instrument. I'm gonna try to call something on this
The
phone.
already familiar. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be.
I do muscle
waiting
memory
for your
dial and a
next
random
move.
number.
Your fingers
Nice!
run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a
So what
man
is this
walking
place?
towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
Do you know me?
No.
No, man, what is this place to
Sir,
me?
I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Do you have anything on my name?
Raphael what? Listen, I can't help you over the phone. If you need further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Maine. Are we done?
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him. On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker.
Okay, here we
Suddenly,
go.
you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit.
Kim!
It's over.
Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24
That's enough for you
hours.
today. Let's conclude this call.
What was all that shit? What was all shit?
It.
We're done. Hang up on the phone. I can't believe how fast I roll. How do I get back down here? I cannot. I literally can't get back down there. This is very unfortunate. This is very, very unfortunate. I don't know how to get down from here. All around you, great machines and quiescence. Actually, maybe I can find a key up here in the little booth. How would I get down from here? I don't recall how I did last time.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads Rene Arnaud.
So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
I'm gonna take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple
Oh,
out
no.
in a street fair. The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. Rene looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim.
Of course you are. What murder investigation would be complete?
I'm sorry, I can't handle serious questions. I'm sorry.
This
There's anything
is
more
a
in here?
night
There's not.
watchman's booth.
How do we get down from here? Really need to figure out how to get down. Cannot. So this is a bit of a conundrum. If we can't get out of here, we are going to have to go talk to
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with
It's a
use.
button.
It
Give it
seems to
mash.
control the large crane above. A container is with a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
It's a button. Had to just push a button. That's good to know. I know what's in here, so I'm not going to go in here right now. Something very cool in here, though.
Metal boxes. Metal boxes. Their enemies come out as in metal boxes. I will take away their
With a
metal
surprisingly
boxes.
quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been
Its purpose? What do you mean by this?
moving
What is
this
this container, of course?
Of course. For this purpose, it was built. For this purpose, it has acted. And now, it
That's
will
some tech-based bullshit right there.
Can't see how that was worth the records.
I'm going to press the
Except for
RA
seeing
as
a crane
well.
in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return to its original position.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. There should be a button somewhere. To press. Hold on. Money! Cousin. She ran ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Money! Nice! Bucks! The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Money! More money! Hi there! I don't know how to find the button to press. I think I might have screwed up though. We'll see. Gotta keep looking. See if we can find a button. I got $6 from Joyce. It's not a lot, but it's almost all I needed. But I only have 74 now because I bought a bunch of stuff.
A rusting control, no screech of metal when the crane does.
I might be screwed over. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go talk to the dude over here. We'll see if he can let me out. How do I get down on the floor? I think somehow you should be able to get down to the bottom floor. To the gate, but I don't know where to go. Oh no! I'm kind of fucked. I'm in the right spot, she dodged path, but it doesn't because I cannot get there. I can't get there. I'm locked in. Fresh Fish, like I'm in love with Kim since like day one. He's amazing. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. Really cool, very calm, very friendly, supportive. Hello.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container,
Used to be Wild Pines. Container, now belongs to Everard.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice me.
Everard,
Hello?
Everard. He looks after everyone. Huh?
Leo!
Hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like a asshole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't
He's a good boy, I
personally
agree with
mind.
you.
Folks
He's
are
nice.
just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for your answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What's in that container over there? Points to containers suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
So what are you doing with the
I'm
containers?
just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
What's going on here? I'm gonna look at the mountains and containers rising behind him.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow, red is so much prettier than rabbled green. I agree with you.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I had to break this bonding moment. The red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't going to stop anytime soon.
Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Duet Sucre candy bars
Oh my God,
missus likes
please.
so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always
I'm not
busy
trusting the
keeping
Irish.
things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Spoken like a true mainlander. Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you're mentioning?
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If my missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Hi, Freddy. I have 43-1. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Emperor Family. I'm Tanya Padilla Vietri de Villadon. And Mrs. Symmetravenus, if you're on our platform, is the Diva of Dark Souls. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm a licensed detective. I'm a licensed detective. I'm very good at detectiving. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
This place really
Do you like this
seems to
game?
run like clockwork.
This is actually my
Keep it up, Leo.
third time playing through it. It's a lot of fun and showing me chat how crazy it can be with this game.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
I didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even
Sometimes
wider.
I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
This Elysium have to leave the harbor.
It's very, very
I have to talk to Everett before I can get out of the harbor.
So warm and
Apparently.
happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh?
Power borscht.
Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfights. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking the suit to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes them all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling.
Hold up, who makes it at whirling?
Oh, the whirling's good. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Looks like the borscht is packed. I'm gonna head look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure.
It's really crazy how they had a voice acting to everything. I'm like, yeah, I do agree with you. The voice acting is really good. First time I tried this game, they didn't actually have voice acting in it, which, well, they had some, a very limited amount. But it's really, imagine streaming this game and not having voice acting for almost everything. I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union.
You want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
Hey, casting continues immediately.
Like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys.
We have a lot of reading,
Made
yes.
Martinez what it is today.
A lot of reading, just having to stream.
Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
He's not Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is usually in his office, of course. But he already left for the day.
Kudos always is really hardcore, though. I agree with you. Kim off.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. I'm going to go and talk to Mr. Everett. It's going to be the last thing we do before we end the stream, so it's going to be a long conversation. We had to heal up before this fight because this is a boss fight. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table.
A large table with two huge vacuum-insulated thermal coffee dispensers. Someone has forgotten a small plastic card next to the stacks of cups. You snatch up the red plastic card. It features a black contour of a crane lifting a container. The name Etienne Ogart is written.
I'm going to save this for tomorrow because I don't want to go in and talk to Everett right now. We don't really have everything we need to know. And it's really late, so we might have to go to bed and talk with them. Talk with Kim about the investigation. I don't know what's in this case, but we can't open it right now. That's really good. Now we can actually go back to town. Okay, Kuna's old voice is really good. Had a really cool voice. It's really hard to find good samples of how he uses sound, though. The new voice actor just tries really hard, but it's not quite as grating on the ears as the old Kuna was. Oh, thank God! I kind of want to go talk to Measurehead anyway and just kind of beat him up, but I'm not doing that this stream. It's very, very late and we're gonna go to bed. This is only the first day and we already did the autopsy on the corpse. And we already talked to a lot of people. The Kuna probably works well later in the game, but could it with the raw force and instantly memorable? I agree with you. Some chemicals and pine trees. So we can talk to this guy's been here the entire day.
Can I help you?
Here's a trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's
How
clothes.
strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting it there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway.
I know the name of the streets in this game.
Container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently.
Boogie Street Diamond is such a cool name for a
CSM
street.
is written on their backs.
Thank you anyway.
Let's talk about something else. It's about the money I owe you.
Yes, have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
The room, 60 real.
I have the money.
Well,
here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great.
Thank you! I finally paid for the room myself!
Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
So I'm gonna get another one of these, and we're gonna have another thought. I'm gonna get the jamais vu. This is really useful, so you get experience points for investigating things.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
That's not too bad. 20 real I should be able to afford.
Of course.
Can I
Always
have-
happy to have
another thing at the
officers
Verling?
when we ask. Another thing.
Never mind.
Yes.
Here we go. So we're gonna have a little conversation with Kim now. How about the investigation, and then we're gonna go to bed. It only took us like 4 streams to get to the end of the first day, which is pretty cool.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is such a nice scene.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Okay, so
Now then,
we should talk about the
we should talk
investigation.
about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
A cigarette is such a great idea. I think I'm going to have one too. How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easy
A
to
cigarette is such a great idea. I think I'm gonna have one
You're
too.
cold, detective. Again, I only have exactly one every night.
Kim blows a steady stream of smoke.
Below, the city trembles with its remaining lights. People are rushing home, running away from home, smoking, sleeping, singing in the shower. Edges of dining tables, hands, aprons flicker through windows before the lights go out.
Right then, the debrief.
Yes. It's
How do
been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
We performed a cursory initial inspection of the victim's body.
Well, you did an initial inspection, and then I
Then
dug
we shot
around
the
in
body
the head.
down, which was quite a shot.
It was nothing really. I was just doing my job. I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim. Actually,
I admit I
you're
wasn't
really,
sure
really
whether
important
I
to
should
me.
give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. Your shot enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. Moreover, you found that the hanged man wasn't just hanged, he was also shot. That was some excellent detective work.
That's because I'm a
And
really
you
good
managed to
detective. I'm a
locate
super
and pull out the
detective.
bullet, so we can get ballistics, make up the gun. All this is invaluable.
That was no big deal.
We haven't gotten the body out of the yard yet, but at least it's been refrigerated. There's still work to be done at the crime scene when we go back to deal with the body. We mustn't forget that. Now for the interviews.
That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. I love doing interviews, and people love me. They love bathing in my glory.
I hope you're confident to translate the results.
I'm a hyperstyle law official.
We didn't get to meet Claire, but we did get into the harbor. It
I was
will be
thinking with my
easier to
driving,
reach
but
you tomorrow.
mine too. Kim is so important to me.
We tried
He's
to interview
the best
White
character in the
Pants
game.
rep, but she asked us to
Although
do
I
something
really,
for
really,
her.
really love Harry.
Fine, so be it.
I feel like I want to take care of Harry and just
I
kind of
have a
mother him.
feeling Joyce
Because
knows how
he's
dangerous
such
the
a
situation
such a
really
human
is.
mess.
We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
You have to
I
get
have a
her
really
to get
good
where you want to
theory
go.
about why you're running
It's a very
so
sad boy.
fast, son.
Agree?
Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't like to waste time, you know. My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant
It's
Kitsuragi.
impressive, especially for a man your age.
Wow. Wow.
And in
What do you mean,
those
my age? He now stealthily tapping his finger on the cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He's so nice! He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows.
So what are our powers exactly at the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Ravachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly.
I'm very sad that we're never gonna get a good Disco
records
Elysium
from their
too.
local station.
It's a really sad
Officers
situation.
of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve the station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
But how can you be sure the RST will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
When power calls you, you come. But power itself
Why do you
is
come?
a fragile trick of deception.
When you come.
As in, if someone resists.
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and
Send them to coalition government courts.
In Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And it's the coalition government that makes all the rules.
And the moral intern, more broadly. But yes.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below, just went dark. The moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know,
Moralist.
They have been running this place after the revolution.
If I didn't know them, how would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just
I hate them
one
so
of
much,
its
just a
many
garbage.
projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
So what do they believe in?
What do
They don't believe in anything. They're horrible.
They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
So what is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline.
Actually, moralists are
I
based.
think you can gauge what they want you to think of them.
They don't believe in anything.
Something ominous.
They believe in the status quo.
Something even a little feminine.
Electrochemistry.
Strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
So who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad, but the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in
I believe in you, Kim. I
No,
will always
I
believe in
the
you.
RCM.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Actually, vigilantes is okay with me.
Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it
He
much.
looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Madame stay. I see nothing, just looking through the night.
Dying lights of the city shimmer below. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid. You know, it's different in land, in Jamrock.
So why are they like this? Why are they
it's
like
our
this?
fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company.
And in
not
Jamrock.
daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIAH.
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
Looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control. And it's
I love Kim so much.
The
Oh my god,
organization
he's so
works.
cute. Oh my
Resistance
god.
If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Night. Captain Ptolemy Price steps into the yard.
Ptolemy,
A piebald
the general
horse
of
waits by
Alexander
the
the Great,
carriage,
the founder of the
chewing
Cleopatran
oats out of an oak
family
bag.
of
Seagulls fly overhead.
pharaohs.
The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat as he mounts the horse to head home. Rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks, and Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him, the streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on Petition and Main. The horse neighs.
The captain nods back.
Nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts the stub of his cigarette. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. I think that's where we're gonna end today's stream. So this is really good. We did a lot this stream. We learned a lot about the setting, and we're gonna find someone to read. Who's streaming? I'm actually more Lista based. Based on what? History. So who are we gonna be reading? Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum.
So many people streaming. Oh my god. Woozle is doing 3D. Woozle! I'm gonna be reading the Wooz.
So he's eating a donut. So we're gonna be reading him in the donut. Just what a cop from the RCM needs after a good day of investigation read.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. This is a lot of fun. Thank you so much. No. See you later. Here's my Discord. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.